Hey everyone, my name is Kabi, this is Kabi War Legends, and today I'm going to show you how to play the brand new mod that we just added to the game and announced for the game, which is called Arena. Arena is a blitz mod where you don't have to build a base and you summon the units like this from those cards in the bottom of the screen, and they are reinforced through the portals, so you have to be really quick to get the first squad of reinforcements and then make sure so that you don't forget to add additional units when you have enough food and portal energy. So both of those resources you can see on top, and we also fill the scales when we capture the obelisks. So there are 3 players, 3 for all, and 4 obelisks. So here is the trick: someone will control 2 and that guy will win if he controls them for the most part. So in these videos we are gonna see the basic strategies, so what you can try to use. And what I do in this particular game is I captured the 2 obelisks in the beginning, and now I'm trying to steal some obelisk that is poorly defended. So I didn't find a success with 1 knight in the bottom obelisk, but now I'm gonna try again, because I see that the green player army is going for the central obelisk to try to get it from the red player. So I still control the top left, so I just need 1 more, and we are being nearly tied with the red player, but currently the red player got all the 3 obelisks, which isn't a good thing, so I send my troops to the top left once again, and I tried to get another spot with my hero, Bombardier Baron, so I was able to sneak that obelisks for a bit, but then the green player came to get it back, so I only won a few points, but still better than nothing. And then I get back to the portal, because if enemy units will get into your portal, they will get damage. So it's like a fountain in Dota, but it doesn't heal though. It only deals damage to the enemy. So you don't really want to dive into someone's portal. So I wasn't able to find any success in the center of the map, and rather than attack the red player in the bottom, in the top left, I see if I can probably go to some other obelisk. And I also see the green player fighting in the middle of the map, so I decided to opt for the bottom one, and that seems to be the wrong call actually, but probably the green player just split his army into the 2 equal parts. So then this decision is fine, because what you always want to do in this kind of free-for-all game is you don't want to fight a full squad against a full squad. Why is that? Is because some of you will win the battle with barely any units left, and then the 3rd guy will be in a huge advantage. So you only want to cut the little parts of someone's army, and if you see all the stack, you don't want to fight unless you have only a few points before coming on top. So if you just need to hold an obelisk for a few seconds to win, you of course want to fight, but if you are still far from completing, you don't really want to fight. But here I barely have anything, so I'm the blue player, right? So my score is on the left, and I'm going on the last place currently. My opponents are White Unicorn and Metal Souls, by the way, so quite an accomplished player. But I played those like in half hour from the announcement, so all the top-notch guys came to see what's up in the new mod, so I faced a lot of good players. And Well, I was able to sneak the top left obelisk, and I also got the bottom one, so now we split 2 against 2 with the red guy, but he's very close to the winning, so I really need help from the green guy to stop the red guy, but instead of that the green guy fights against me. And that means that the red player, who's white unicorn, is like, alright, he's got his 10k and he's on top, but I get the second place, and the second place still means rewarding. Because if you get first place, you get a reward, but if you get second place, you have the half of the reward. So you can still get the reward from the second places. But the third place doesn't get anything, so that's unlucky for Metal Souls, but he should have attacked White Unicorn instead of me. But anyway, let's proceed to the next one, the map called Old Friends, and Old Friends indeed, Zve and Altair's being my opponents. Zve is a famous Russian YouTuber. As for the World Legends, and Altair is one of the best players out there, reigning champion of the Russian Community Cup. And here I again play the light, and I decided to go 1 knights and 2 copters, a very weird composition, but my idea here is that probably with those 2 helicopters I'll be able to cut someone somewhat squat to prevent that guy from even taking his spot. So I get my obelisk with the knight, and I'm killing the skeleton archer as well as the necromancer of the red guy, so he's not getting anything. Well, actually he's trying to get the bottom right, but the other guy also sent 1 unit there, so the red player actually didn't capture anything. So my reinforcements from the second wave is coming to my natural obelisk. I guess we might call that the first obelisk that you are allied to, your natural one. And now I force my units to the top right, and at the same time I try to see what I can damage for free with my helicopters. Probably not doing that good of the task right now, because I don't really pay attention, and it seems that the red aeronauts caught one of my guys, and the other one is also very low, so I just try to buy some time and send it to the bottom right, and at the same time I'm getting more units because the next wave is right now, and you really have to pay attention to the reinforcement to arrive so that you get maximum units and spend all of the portal energy you have. So now I have a princess, I can make a shot, but 2 guys are fighting, so I don't really feel losing my princess for that. Again, I'm blue, so that you can read them in a map correctly. And my other units decided to go, I decided them to go to the bottom left. So I was able to cut the red army now, and probably I'll be able to get the 3rd obelisk right now. So the reason why the top right is still mine is because 2 guys were fighting there. So they're still fighting, and now I'm sending my own units there, and nobody even recaptured the obelisk from me. So it was mine all the time, and that is why I have quite a comfortable lead. And right now I even have all the 4 obelisks, because I also sneaked the bottom right one with 1 biker. I also forgot about that copter that I sneaked in the corner. And now we see green and red player still keep beating each other. And that means that the obelisk still stayed to my name, because if the 2 players fight for the obelisk that belongs to the 3rd player, no one is recapturing it, because they will only start recapturing when only one player will remain in the zone. So that is an important thing to understand. Probably we have to change that. We're gonna consider this, I guess, but right now it is working like that. So if the two players fight in your obelisk, you don't even have to dive until they finish it. And when they end it, you can dive and kill the remaining, and it still will be yours. So that is the basic thing you wanna keep doing in arena to keep winning it. Also mind that, of course, wind mages are still the ultimate units right now in War Legends. Well, right now actually 1 against 1 the enemy's Venom Speeders does a good job, but once you have a few, they do really good. And this is quite a convincing win, because 2 of my opponents did a complete nonsense. They kept fighting each other and didn't really pay attention for the win condition. And the win condition in arena are obviously obelisks and not fighting each other. Well, so one more game and a couple of guys I didn't face before, or at least too often. I guess I played against each of them, but arena is the other thing. And here is an interesting thing I want to show. I decided to start with the 4 units. A very important thing that skeleton archers only consume 2 food, as well as the 2 portal energy, I believe. So if you get skeleton archers, you can squeeze 4 units instead of 3. So there is an interesting option where you can safely take 1 obelisk, your natural, and probably you can even be safe at the other one. So now we can see that my rider is facing the enemy's goon, and the rider is obviously stronger. So I'm about to get this one too, but probably this wasn't that good of a micro out of me. But my units come, and I got Necromancer and the 2 Skeleton Archers, so they will kill enemies aeronauts really quickly. And I add 1 more Necromancer because my one went down, and I wanna try getting more skeletons in this game. I also got the Eater. Well, actually in the second wave you got a hero, and you wanna get hero whoever it is. But if you don't like whoever you got, you can also change the card. So when you open that card menu, there are a little minus that in the normal game that means to cancel production, and in this mode that sign means that you change in 5 seconds, you change the card. So I don't really use it often, to be honest, but sometimes you just get a trash hand. That happens. So you can just change the card, but make sure to do it in advance, because it takes 5 seconds to be made. But anyways, this time around I'm green, just mentioning. So I got 2 points right now, and I'm getting on the top left as well with 1 unit, and I'm seeing if I have or I don't have to fight. So if I fight, I want to be sure that I win quickly and convincingly. I already mentioned, right? So you don't want to trade everything. Rather than that, you want to cut the enemy's little squad quickly and remain alive with as many of your units as you can. So right now I can just take the enemy's hero quickly, so that's why I do that. I only trade it for like HP of my units, and I keep controlling the 3 obelisks. Obviously I am completely fine with that. I have a nice handicap. I'm ahead for more than 2k out of 3 or out of my 5, which is anyway a good lead to have. And we can see that the blue player's trying to get my bottom obelisk, but it seems like I have much more. So I decided I opt for this fight. And of course red player is not a stupid one, so he advanced on the green obelisk in the center of the map. So just to note for those who didn't play yet, you have the vision on all of the obelisks all the time, so you know what's happening inside the capturing zone for all the obelisks, even though that you don't control. So the red player knows that we fight in the bottom, so he uses this time to squeeze out a mid obelisk, and also probably he should have thought about the top left one. It seems that he didn't, but I think now we can see some units advancing there. Red player also trying to secure his own one, because it seems that something's trying to sneak it. And in the meantime, I'm getting back to the center. I got the 3 skeletons, I force it on the ballista, and it will be a fun engagement between the skeletons and ballista. And I keep ordering units. I try to get something fancy, but I already get the 3 heroes, so apart from that, what I wanna prioritize is drills, venom speeders, probably riders to get a faraway point, and actually I'm also fine about getting aeronauts, because the enemy doesn't have a lot of anti-air. Well, he does a bit, but it still feels nice to have a bit of air, at least when you already have the drills. So I'm fighting on this middle obelisk against the 2 players at once, and normally it isn't a good decision to make, but I'm already 10k, so all I need to have 1 unit in that zone to make sure that nobody captures it, and in a few seconds I will just win the game straight, right? So even though the red player catching up, he can't get it quick enough, because he has 2 points. Now I lost the bottom obelisk, but I'm even trying to get it back, but I don't really have to, because I'm 10k, so I'm the first place, and 1 more reward coming up to my name. So let's watch one last game. I've queued against the same 2 guys, and I decided to opt for the 2 aeronauts and see if I can get the 2 skeleton archers, and it seems that it is also possible. This army worth 1 resource more than in the previous game, because in the previous game I get 1 wolf rider, which is 6, and 1 necromancer, which is 3, so 9 in total. And here I get 2 aeronauts, 5 each, so it is 10 in total. And also I could squeeze the 2 skeleton archers, so my army is 14 resources and 14 food worth. So that is nice. And I keep producing more stuff. I decided to get the necromancers, and I'm not really quick enough to commentate, but I hope that you guys can see, or at least rewatch to notice what I'm ordering in the each wave. That is, if you need a guide, because if you just want entertainment, then you don't really need to dive that deep, you know. So what's happening is the red player attacking my central obelisk and the blue player attacking my bottom obelisk, and probably fighting for the top obelisk is a stupid idea, to be honest. When I look on this now, I think that I should have moved my army to the top left to avoid fighting, and rather than that just steal the poorly defended one. But it seems that I am winning because my army is more expensive, probably because my opponent didn't have the 14 energy first wave, and I also already have the 2 heroes, and my chief is a bit exposed, but I have the alchemist ability. Should have used it earlier, to be honest, but my alchemist... Oh, actually it is only now reinforcing, so I couldn't have used it earlier. But it seems that I'm like convincingly winning about the red guy, so I'm sort of killing the red guy right now. I'm using now the alchemist ability to heal the chief, so he isn't able to finish off my chief, but the blue player does something that makes perfect sense while we are fighting, and well, I'm winning, so it's kind of feels nice, right, to completely demolish the guy. But what is the price? I lost the 3 other obelisks, so I was able to capture one, to conquer one, but I lost the other 3, so that is not a good thing to do in the free-for-all. So now I decided that I'm probably gonna fight the blue guy, because I'm so awesome. I just won the other fight. So honestly, what I do in this game doesn't make too much sense. But let's see if it can work. But right now the blue player is winning. So I'm trying to sort of kill him, to stop him, to prevent him from winning, but it is not exactly what is supposed to be in the free-for-all arena. Because to win, you've gotta control the obelisk, and only that. For now, killing the units doesn't do any impact on your winning. I'm not sure if we probably should add some kind of bounty or whatever, but right now it's not there. So the reason for me being far from winning right now is because I act stupidly. I just do the nonsense thing, like Svei and Altair in that game, you know, in the second game in the video. So they were just fighting each other, right? And I'm just fighting everyone, I'm killing everyone, and I'm not winning. Because the arena is the other mod. But anyways, I beat one, I beat another. I still got a big army, and I'm still like F2ing, like StarCraft 2 players say. So I keep moving with all of my army. It is very strong. Alright, right now I got 2 obelisks, so I'm starting to catch up with the blue player, and the red player only has 1 obelisk so far, so he's not really, well, he's not like far behind me, but he's also not catching up. So now we see the blue player trying to badly trying to get the bottom obelisk, but I really have much more. I'm trying to finish off that sniper on the bottom left. I'm even paying attention to make sure that I'll finish it with the zombie, to get another zombie for free. And I'm entirely maxed out right now, and guess what? Of course, the blue player is still winning, but he's not winning the game right here because the sweetest red guy captured his obelisk. So the red guy starting to like catching up again, catching up too, but he's still behind. And I got 2 obelisks now, so right now this last fight makes a perfect sense at last. Right now all I have to do, and all I have to do for winning, is to keep this obelisk in the center of the map. So I'm almost 9k right now, and blue player starting getting his own winning points because he recaptured the top left obelisk. And I got a lot of zombies. I'm not sure what to use them for. I wanted to attack this one, but there are a few wind mages, so I don't really wanna fight them. But Probably I don't even have to do anything, right? Because I'm 10k and the Wolper only got one obelisk as well as the red one, and I was able to come back in this game in which I didn't really do the good decisions, but probably my opponents didn't use their opportunities as well. So they should have beat me here because I was played stupidly. So don't do it like this. Don't fight when you can't understand what are you fighting for. So in arena, always ask yourself, what is your winning condition? What is your way to get one more obelisk right now? And how can you prevent losing the obelisk that you already have? So that is the key to win in this mode. And it is really fun if you think about the game from this perspective and not from like, I'm beating everyone, why am I not winning? This game is broken. Not like this, man. This is just the other game, not a standard game. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.